Yeah. Evening, everyone, and welcome to ICC Women's T20 World Cup winning champions, Sophie Devine and Mealy Kerr. As usual, please ensure, we heard a few dings from people's mobile phones, so please ensure that the session is silent. And please raise your hand if you'd like to ask a question, and we'll take it from there. Right. Go front row and then one question per person, please.
Hi, this is Abdullah from Gulf Today. First of all, congratulations on winning the World Cup. For your country is first. Do you think that this is a watershed moment in the history of New Zealand cricket, and this will also means you have done what your male counterpart could not do till date? So this will pave the way for the men's also to or inspire them or motivate them to win another World Cup title for New Zealand?
Yeah, look, I think we merely spoken about it at length in terms of the 2000 winning World Cup side and the motivation and inspiration that had on the likes of merely yourself and me and a number of young kids coming through at that time. So I'm really hopeful that tonight's victory can inspire that next generation of not just young girls but young boys as well to pick up a cricket bat, a cricket ball. It still feels pretty surreal at the moment, and the impact of hopefully what tonight we've been able to achieve is going to be long-standing and long-reaching. I think, everyone loves a winner, don't they? So it's going to be pretty cool for us, and to see hopefully the impact that has. We've obviously got a big summer coming up and then another World Cup in 12 months' time. So we'll certainly relish this and enjoy it. But yeah, it's going to be cool to see the impact that hopefully this win has.
Ben Strang here from RNZ. Firstly, I wanted to ask you, Sophie, you read out something to the team. You had a piece of paper there that you were reading out to the team. Maybe you don't want to share what you said, but I was wondering if you could tell us what you told the team, how you got them ready for the game. And Mealy, I just wanted to know how you dealt with, was it cramps that you were dealing with today? Like, I mean, it's a pretty superhuman effort for you to get through that and perform at the level you did. So I just wanted to know about those two.
You go. Well, we have a bit of a tradition. Before the start of each warm-up, someone gets nominated to do a joke of the day, and I was in charge of a joke, but I had a number of them, but I'm not sure if I can repeat any of them, unfortunately, though. Yeah, we'll keep it PG, but yeah, it's just a nice way to lighten the mood and have a bit of a laugh before we get stuck into business.
Obviously, I was probably struggling a little bit out there whilst batting, and it was hot. I think I went through about 10 pairs of gloves, so I was sweating a lot, and when I came off, had a nice bath and then got out on the field and sprinted for one and felt my calf almost go and cramp up, and then I bowled my first ball and the same feeling kind of happened. So thankfully I then stayed in the ring and didn't need a field on the boundary where I normally do, and bowling was just getting through the crease. I probably didn't put as much energy through the crease as I would have liked, but still managed to get through.
Jamil Hassan here from Caring Sports. A very brilliant performance by New Zealand bowlers. If we compare with Indian game and today game, Indian batters are very good against spinners. So your seamers came up against their plans and they executed really well. And whenever your spinners were required, they did their job. Sum up your bowling strategy throughout this tournament, please.
I think the great thing is we've got versatility within our bowling lineup. Obviously, having Mealy lead the spin group, it's pretty handy to have a world-class leg spinner, and then you've got the likes of Fran Jonas and Eden Carson, who I think have been outstanding. And then, obviously, probably we knew spin was going to be dominant over here, but the skills of our pace bowlers and what they're able to achieve, I thought Rosemary Mayer has been unbelievable with what she's been able to do. Obviously, having a bit of an injury layoff, to come back, to bowl the way that she has, taking pace off, still being able to attack the stumps, and obviously being able to call on Leah Tahuhu as well. I thought today she was outstanding in that sort of middle of the game to be able to restrict South Africa and start to turn momentum our way. Obviously the next over, picking up a wicket. As a captain, it's really nice to be able to call on different skill sets and know that they can all execute a different role when required. So yeah, it makes my job a hell of a lot easier as a captain.
Right, it's on. Okay. Well done both. Can I just ask each of you, Millie, you had said that you'd really wanted to win this for like Sophie and Susie and what it means to have now done that for them, and also Sophie, what it means for you to have won this for that younger generation of the team.
Yeah, I think, for me, I was inspired to be a White Fern watching that 2010 World Cup, which Sophie was at, and from that moment I was at the nets with my dad pretending I was batting with Sophie and Susie, and I like being in the team so young and playing with my role models who have been so good to me, and two of New Zealand's greatest ever cricketers. I don't necessarily believe you deserve things in sport, but if any two people do, it's Sophie and Susie. And I just think back to myself as a kid that was batting with Sophie and Susie in the nets, and like when I was at primary school in creative writing, I wrote about winning a World Cup with Sophie and Susie. And so to be here now, having done that, I think that's probably why I was so emotional out on the field in the moment. And it's something that's so special when I think back to my younger self, and to be here now and to do it with two of New Zealand's best ever.
I'm not sure how I beat that. I just hope that it instills belief and confidence in these young ones. I think we've seen over the last 3 or 4 weeks their confidence grow, and as a leader, that's what you want, is to see that growth. And I know we've sort of joked about being grandmas and mums and whatnot, but it really is. You feel a real sense of pride in seeing them stand up and take opportunities and to take moments. And like Mealy today was unbelievable. Like what you're able to achieve out there is pretty bloody cool. So yeah, from us to be able to win it, it's just nice to have that. I think it's always something that you want to have when you finish your career. I'm not retiring, by the way, just putting that out there. But yeah, to be able to say that you're a World Cup winner is something that's is really special, and to be able to share it with this group of players, it's obviously something that you hold on to for the rest of your career.
We're going to have to wrap it up, so short and sharp. Nima, Aliani, and then we'll have one last one at the back. Oh, sorry, and Shashank. And then
Hi, Sophie. I remember a chat I had with you about 5 years ago, and I asked you what's keeping you up at nights, and you said not winning a World Cup trophy. Now that that's done, of course, you're going to have a very peaceful sleep tonight, but just tell us about the sleepless nights of the last few months and the role of the coaching staff. I think we haven't really spoken enough about Ben Sawyer, what a Ben Sawyer has done and what a Paul Wiseman has done with this team. Just, the kind of support you found in them, and, they've also got pretty much the same flack that you guys got. How have you sort of found support in them, and
I think the coaching staff don't get enough credit. They're probably the first ones to get absolutely slammed by critics, media, outsiders, and they get forgotten when a team wins. But they have been outstanding. They've stood with every single one of us players and backed us and believed in us, given us the confidence to know that that when we play our best, when we play the brand of cricket that we want to, you can win World Cups. So the likes of Ben, Dean Brownlee as well, Craig McMillan, who's recently on board, Paul Wiseman. But I also think back to, Craig Howard had a really important role with the spinners previous to that. I think about Andre Adams and his impact around the group. There's been so many people that have come into our environment and have added to it and have helped this team grow, that to be able to, I guess, sit here with a World Cup trophy, it goes to them as well, and everything that they've been able to give to the players, to the group, to New Zealand cricket as well. I think so much has to go to them. Obviously, we're the ones that do it out on the park, but the hours that they spend, toiling away, planning, preparing players, they really are the unsung heroes, and so much credit has to go to them.
Biggest key hour of the century to you, and it's a two-part question. First of all, are we getting that Michael Jordan types photo from Susie just because Millie said she is like Michael Jordan? And the second one is, you spoke a lot about Susie, and you were obviously emotional. I again apologize for that, but we saw the moment the final was ball was balled. There was a biggest hug between both of you, and I just want to understand, you've been here throughout this journey, right from 2009 till here, many obstacles in between. that pair has always remained same for New Zealand. So what it means to finally have this trophy and probably enjoy it more than before.
Yeah. Oh, look, I think, me and Suze have been through a lot together. We've been through a lot of hairstyles together. Hers a lot worse than mine. But to be able to share it, we probably had to rein ourselves in the last 6 balls because, we were so close. But to be able to be fielding close together as well and to share that moment, that embrace, that's 17, 18 years of joy and heartbreak and happiness shared in that moment. It's just been awesome to share that with her, and I'm sure we'll celebrate long into the night.